Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Plant Systematics class with the discussion of family Brassicaceae. In the previous video, as it is right in front of you, we discussed its distribution, the estimate of its species and genera and its distribution on the globe or in the biosphere. Now, we start the discussion of its general characters, and as we have done in family, as in the case of family Apiaceae, that we divided its general characters into two groups, vegetative characters and floral or reproductive characters. So the same we are going to do here, and we start with the vegetative characters. And vegetative characters, they start with habit, the overall form of the plant, how it looks like. So in family Brassicaceae, they are mostly herbs, and we have already discussed it in the family Apiaceae, the form or the habit of the plants, herbs, shrubs and trees. So herbs are small plants. They are mostly green, their stem are soft and green and mostly small sized plants, although some herbs grow taller, but the herbs are mostly small sized. So the family Brassicaceae are herbs, and there are common cultivated herbs, and one of the very common example of cultivated Brassicaceae family is the Brassica itself, mustard. Brassica rapa or Brassica campestris, it is very widely cultivated in the area. The wild plants, they are also common herbaceous wild plants or herbs, and this is their season. You will find them growing everywhere. And one of them is Lepidium, especially Lepidium didymum, a very common plant. You'll find it growing everywhere, in the streets and in the houses and in the lawns and everywhere. Lepidium didymum. And Cicimbrium, Cicimbrium ireo. It is a very common plant. So Lepidium didymum and Cicimbrium ireo. So they are very common plants, common wild plants, and obviously there are many more as far as the herbaceous plants are concerned. Now the herbaceous plants in or the herbs in family Brassicaceae, as far as their age or lifespan is concerned, so they may be annual and biennial and perennial. Mostly they are annual, as you can see all these plants which I have just mentioned. Brassica, it's an annual cultivated herb, and these Lepidium didymum, Lepidium dreba, and Cicimbrium ireo, they are common annual plants. Annual plants are those, as we have already discussed, which live or grow for single season. So it's not 1 year season. Now that depends upon the season. It might be 1 or 2 or 3 months, or it might be 5 or 6 months, and it depends upon the season or the location where the plant is growing. So they are annual plants, all of these. They are annual plants. You will find them growing everywhere during this season, as it is spring is approaching, so you'll find them growing everywhere. The other group is in the herbaceous plants, they are known as biennials. Now biennial plants, they grow for 2 seasons, and their life span is 2 years. and after those 2 years the plant dies and it starts its life cycle from the next season again, and then it lives for 2 years. The most common biennial plants and very familiar ones, they are radish and turnip. Radish and turnip are very common biennial plants. They are very common vegetables grown in the area and a common winter crop. Now, what biennial plant does that in the first season, at the end, it forms a tuberous root. These plants, since they are cultivated, so they produce in the first season a rosette of leaves and a taproot which is tuberous. Tuberous taproot is a swollen taproot because of stored food material. Now, when the season ends, at the end of the first season, the aerial part of the plant, that is these rosette leaves, they die away and the root remains inside the soil. And the root, so to say, perinates, and in the next season or in the second season, aerial shoot arises from that taproot. At the expense of the stored food material present in the taproot, an aerial shoot grows in the next season. And this aerial shoot produces flowers and it sets seeds and the plant dies away and the biennial plant has completed its life cycle and it's no more. So in the next season the seeds are sown and this cycle is repeated or it is restarted. So this is the life cycle of a perennial plant which lives for or which grows for 2 seasons. And as we have just seen, that plants in the family are annuals, biennials and perennials. Annuals are very common. There are also biennial plants like these cultivated radish and turnip, and there are also perennial plants which grow for several seasons. So some of the examples of perennial plants are Cherryanthus, and Cochlearia or Cochlearia. So these are two common or basic examples of the perennial Brassicaceae. So this was a discussion about their habit. Most of the plants of family Brassicaceae, they produce an acrid juice. It is a pungent juice and its pungency is because of sulfur. It contains sulfur. It's very common and it has very characteristic smell and taste, and it is found in many brassica plants, brassica itself, and in the leaves of radish and other plants. So it is very characteristic acrid juice containing sulfur in the plant parts of the family Brassicaceae. So this was its habit. In the next video we are going to discuss its parts or its organs, and starting with root, stem and leaves. We shall discuss them inshallah in the next video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.